स्वोच्छिष्ट मालिका बंध गंध बंधुर जिष्णवे विष्णु चित्त तनुजायै गोदायै नित्यमंगलम्. Yes, we are blessed. Being a working day, we are able to remember the grace of honor on all of us. She blessed us with a good time, and let us start our this day with her grace on us. Goda Devi stood for some values, that is, having faith in the form that's visible of God. We people in this world see so many beauties of the nature. Some people say that we should not entertain the nature at all. They hate the nature. Some people deny the existence of nature. And some people, of course, deny the existence of the soul itself. But Goda Devi did not say that we have to discard the nature. Let us see the beauty of the nature. But don't think that it is by itself. Nature is able to glow more just because of the presence of Lord behind it. Nature is a form of God. As the great sages very clearly declared, Tat Sarvam Vai Harestanuhu, which means whatever we see around in this world in the form of nature, it's nothing but the form of God, the divine body of God. Andal knows it very well. So, she in her Tirupavai, a beautiful celestial song, reminded us with the beauty of the nature as the form of God. You must have read the songs of Goda Devi. If you see the song number 4, Ari Marai Kanna, in which Goda Devi commands a few things to do to the God of rain, how to become full with the water, and how to shine, how to rain, and how to show the lightnings, and how to throw the thunderbolts, and then how to rain and where to rain. This is nothing but observance of the nature. And in previous song, Ongi Ulagu Alanda, she sings the beauty of the nature as how the crops grow and how the plentiness is seen on the crops and how the fertility is gained by the lands. All these things were sung, and during the crops, how the beauty is visible and how the cattle grows. Many things Goda Devi explained to us. Not only the beauty of the nature, even the beauty of the beings like the lion and the human beings and what not. You touch upon something, it is there with Goda Devi. And if you see a song, a beautiful song, 23rd, where Goda Devi sings about the Lord, how he has to wake up and come to his asana, to his place. So beautifully she explained, Mari Malemuranjil Manni Kidan Durangum Siriya Singam. She knows the beauty of the nature. She knows the beauty of the forest. She knows the beauty of the crops. She knows the beauty of the village folks. And she knows the beauty of the cities and whatever is there. It means Goda Devi never denied nor discarded the nature. But she taught us how to see the nature. See everything around you, but believe that it is the form of God. Sanctify that with the thought of God and then use it properly. How Goda Devi is able to get this much of knowledge? It is just because of the grace of her own father and divine Guru, Sri Periyalvar, Vishnu Chitta. That's why she identifies herself as Vittu Chittan Kodai Sol. She never says that I am Goda, I am speaking, I am talking, as I am singing these songs. She identifies herself as Vittu Chittan Godai. Pattarabhiran Kodai Sonna. That is the identification one has to have through the Acharya, through the Guru. A beautiful lady, Goda Devi, born today. Did she born? No. She appeared today. She was Ayonija. Ayonija means who has no birth through the human beings. We know the story of our Divine Mother Sita from Ramayana. She did not born to Janaka Chakravarti, but she appeared in a field where he wanted to just plow the land for performing a sacrifice, and she was called as Ayonija. Similarly, Goda Devi appeared in the Tulasi garden, where Sri Periyalvar used to grow tulasi, make garlands and offer them to the Lord Vatapatrasai. A beautiful story Goda Devi had. We are really blessed to have Goda Devi as our Divine Mother. We need to just recollect the story of Goda Devi as how she appeared and when and what she did for us. It was during 93rd year of this Kali Yuga, Goda Devi appeared on this earth. That means 5019 years ago, Goda Devi sanctified this earth with her divine presence. She, because appeared in the Tulasi garden, Vishnu Chitta Swami named her Kodai. In Tamil, Kodai means a beautiful garland. So the name slowly became as Goda. Her father Vishnu Chitta was a great saintly person, though he was not a monk. But he was a bachelor, basically. He was not attached to any worldly things. His everything was Lord Vatapatrasai himself. Dedicated his life. All through his life he was just making garlands and offering to the Lord. The inspiration of his divine master, Selvanambi, he went to Madurai, to the Vallabhadevaraya's assembly, where there was a a workshop going on Shastras to decide the quintessence of Vedas. Not able to judge, not able to decide even. They were struggling with the scriptures for 6 months, 6 long months. The king was desperately waiting for the result. To his surprise, one fine night, he was able to see some divine person in his dreams who said, "Don't worry, now it is time for you to get the essence you are waiting for." He was so pleased. And similar inspiration Vishnuchitta Swami also got in his Srivilliputturu at go to Madurai and decide the essence of the Vedas and inform them that I am the ultimate result of the Vedas. Vishnuchitta was not sure whether he is really able to make it or not, but it was the command of the Lord. He just simply obeyed. He went to the Vallabharaya's assembly and then he dedicated himself to the feet of Lord, and then a flow from his mouth sanctified the ears of the listeners in the assembly. And all they were just accepting what Vishnuchitta Swami said was the fiat. And he got huge treasure from the king Vallabharaya. And probably in those days, they were having a lot of wealth which was given to Vallabhadevaraya gave to Vishnuchitta Swami. But Vishnuchitta Swami was not interested in any mundane things like money stuff. He used it for development of the Vatapatra Sai temple. And he was just leading a very, very normal life, very pious life. Vallabhadevaraya became his disciple. And he was leading a big procession where he was honoring Vishnuchitta Swami on an elephant back. It was then Vishnuchitta Swami was able to feel the presence of Lord in front of him, for whom he sung a beautiful palandu, protecting the beauty of the Lord from the evil sides. He sung a beautiful song called Palandu, Tirupallandu, Pallandu, Pallandu, Pal Airathandu, like that, which made him to be called as Periya Alvar. That means in Bhakti, there is no equal to this great saint. Being a great devotee of the Lord, Vishnuchitta Swami, the great Periyalvar, inculcated all love to Goda Devi. The story was really wonderful. Learning everything from her father, Goda Devi developed a kind of fascination, love towards Lord Krishna, and she wanted to marry him. Her father said, it's literally impossible for a human being, but she was very adamant in attaining so. She wanted to know about God, which Vishnuchitta showed in different temples, because Lord appears to us in the form of Archa only during this Kali age. And Goda Devi very much interested in the form of Lord Ranganatha, and she wanted to know more about the Lord, and father taught her Srimad Bhagavatam. From the Bhagavatam she wanted to know about the Gopikas and their love towards Krishna and Krishna's concern for Gopikas, and she wanted to join them, but she could not because she was after all a small girl of 8-year-old. How can she go there? Because the distance between the south and north was too much. say almost more than 2000 kilometers. So she cannot go there. But how she can tolerate? How can she bear the pangs of separation? So Father said, it was by feeling, by imitation, one can really do it, because when Lord Krishna disappeared from the Gopikas, and then they imitated and they were able to tolerate, bear with the pangs of separation. Goda Devi decided to imitate Gopikas. Being in Srivilliputturu, she thought that she was a Gopika, and her village was the Nanda Gokula, and the temple of Lord Vatapatrasai as the building of Nanda Gopa, and the Lord inside was none else than Lord Krishna himself. 30 days she used to wake up all the Gopikas as they did in Nanda Gokula in the Dwapara Yuga. She used to go to the temple, sing a beautiful song spontaneously, and used to offer it to the Lord. Though she was 8-year-old and not a poet, I did not study much, of course, from the schools, but her devotion towards Lord made her to sing beautiful songs. Not only just songs, but they were the quintessence of all the Vedas and Vedanta. 30 songs she sang. In the process, she revealed everything about how the life starts and how it has to come to an end. And as a goal of the life, it should be the divine service of the Lord in His divine abode. But if you read the songs of Goda Devi, I think no other book needs to be read. There is science, there is management skill, and there is oceanography, and there is astronomy, and there is astrology, and there is botany, there is geology, there is anatomy. My God, everything, because all these scriptures, all these shastras, came from Vedas only, and Vedas kept in a nutshell, and it is probably the grace of God made honored to sing all these songs. So God chose a better speaker to give the essence of the Vedas. That's Goda Devi. She never distorted anything that God made her to speak. So the things came out of Goda Devi became the sweet, juicy fruits. Nothing to avoid, nothing to discard from that, nothing to eliminate from that fruit, and every part of it we can just simply chew and swallow. That's the beauty of Tirupavai. In spite of Tirupavai, she could not get the grace of God. She really believed in the form of Archa, that is the deity form of the Lord in the temples. That is what she said in Tirupavai. Ulaganil totramai nindra sudar. That is who is going to bless her, and that's whom in fact she wants to join, she wants to reach. So she kept herself as witness, and if her desire is fulfilled through the Archamurti, I think everybody's desire should be fulfilled, can be fulfilled. And she achieved it too. She wanted to reach the Lord, and she reached ultimately. That's the beauty of Goda Devi. Later, Goda Devi sang another 143 songs called Nachiyar Tirumuri, in which even she took a mokku. What is mokku? She said, if I happen to be the divine spouse of Lord, Ho Sundarabahu Swami, I offer you one nuru airamaha akaru vadisal. நூறு தடா நிறைந்த அக்காறு வடிசல் சொன்னேன் ஏறு திருவுடையான் இன்று வந்து இவை கொள்ளுங்களோ. If the Lord appears and accepts these 100 pots of akaru vadisal, that is kheer, payasam, beautiful payasam, and then I definitely offer onru nuru airamaha koduttu. I again offer either 100 or 1,000 parts full of the payasam. Pinnum aalum seivan, and God is going to get another benefit of my service too. Usually people in the world, they get their wish fulfilled and then they simply go to their own places, leaving the God there itself. But Goda Devi promised, by fulfilling my desire, you are not only getting what I bet, but also getting me too and my services. God was pleased, and then he sent his palanquin and with his priests, who in turn brought Goda Devi from Srivilliputturu to Srirangam, and the marriage celebration was done beautifully well. Probably that is the one of its kind in this Kali Yuga, the first marriage of the Lord with a human being. And the wonder is, Lord accepted Goda Devi to his divine feet. And on the request of that Periyalvar, the Lord along with Goda Devi came to Srivilliputturu and stayed there itself. Even today we can see him there. Goda Devi's the story is so beautiful, and she accepted the Vatapatra Sai as the Lord himself, and at her young age she used to go every day to him and try to talk to him. But as we know, Archamurti never speaks, because that was his rule. He got certain rules, imposed by himself, that I don't speak, I won't eat, I won't drink, I won't move, and if at all such things happen, some prashchitam should be observed and so on and so forth. Because that was the rule of the Archa. She tried to talk to him, but he did not. And then, a beautiful thing, a nice thing happened. When father made the garlands and kept them in the baskets and went to the garden to attend his routine till the temple bell rings, Goda Devi used to pick up those garlands and decorate and match herself to the Lord Ranganatha, whether I am fit for Lord or not. She really didn't know whether it is the right thing to do or not. And then she used to replace them in the bags. But one day father happened to see and felt so unhappy with Andal's work, activity. And she was upset with that. And father had no peace, and Andal had no peace. And he could not offer those garlands also because they were spoiled. During that night, Lord appeared in the dreams of Periyalvar and said, "Oh, my dear uncle, why didn't you bring my garlands today?" Periyalvar said, "Lord, I am so sorry. My daughter decorated them and spoiled them, my Lord. So they became uchishtas." Lord said, "Is this today or every day?" "I don't know, Lord." "My innocent uncle, your daughter is not doing it today. Since so many days this is what happening." "My Lord, I'm really so sorry." No, that is what exactly I wanted. So Lord said, I don't want dry garlands, I wanted garlands soaked with love of under Goda Devi. So, from now on, make it a point. Make the garlands, decorate them to under, and then bring to me. I want only such garlands. The same instruction was passed on to the priests in the temple too. Vishnuchitta Swami, the Periyalvar, was really surprised and thought, this is not an ordinary girl, probably. This may be the goddess herself appeared in the form of my daughter. She came to protect me, Andal, a lady protector. That's the name came spontaneously from the mouth of Periyalvar. So the name of Goda became Andal. Because she was offering the garlands used by her first, her name became Chudi Koduttanachi or Amukta Malya Da. Thus Goda Devi became a model. We need to understand here how our great ancestors accepted Goda Devi and her act as a model for a devotee. And how our people following the Vedic traditions accepted a lady to be an alvar, a lady saint. In the Western world, there are thousands and thousands and millions of discussions to accept, after all, a lady who made a big change in the world as a saint, Teresa. But with us, the people following the Vedic traditions, the top priority was given to a lady always, Matrudevo Bhava. And we accepted lady equal to any lady, equal to mother. Always respected, always worshipped such ladies who dedicate themselves to the Lord for the benefit of the mankind. And Goda Devi is such a great lady, I think far more worshipable than the mother Sita Pirati herself. You know the reason why? Because Sita born in an ordinary land, whereas Goda Devi appeared in a sacred land which is in the service of Lord, where the Tulsi is grown. And the other reason is Sita Devi became pious only after marrying the Lord Ramachandra. Whereas Goda Devi, from her childhood itself, she was a great devotee. And on the top of all these things, Goda Devi has a great reverence because she was even worshipable to Mother Sita. You know why? Lord Ranganatha was the worshipable deity to Lord Sri Rama, and Goda Devi married Lord Ranganatha as her spouse. That means when Lord Sri Rama comes to Ranganatha for offering his pujas to worship the Lord, he has to approach through Goda Devi only. That means Goda Devi occupied the place of Mother Lakshmi. And thus she even became the worshipable to Sita and Rama. We can understand the place Goda Devi has occupied because of the virtue of her daughter of Periyalvar. Such Goda Devi appeared on this day, the Purva Phalguni Nakshatra of this Karkataka month. when the Dakshinayana comes, the first Purva Palguni Nakshatra is the birth of Mother Goda Devi. Goda Devi teaches us a few things. As I said, don't disrespect the nature. Don't deny the beauty of the nature. Appreciate everything, but remember that it is a form of God. And then it is only the deity form of the Lord Archamurti, the ultimate, can give you anything. I am the right witness. When I got everything from him, and anybody can get that, I stand for them. So Goda Devi promised, Irirandu Malvaretol, Yangun Thiruvarul Betru in Buruvar, wherever they may be. Maybe they are in America, in India, or Europe, or Australia, no matter where they are. Yengum Thiruvarul Betru in Buruvar. So the grace of the Lord will be reserved, or is reserved for them, and I took care of such people. I always recommend on their behalf, if they approach through me. That's what she promised. So our duty is to approach the Lord through Goda Devi. That's all it is. Remember the songs of Tirupavai, which Goda Devi sung for us. And don't forget the greatness of Archamurti. Make him as your personal deity wherever you go, and ask him whatever you want. You will get it. Goda Devi gave us a beautiful vratam also, which Sita did not do. Goda Devi sung songs and they kept them for us so that we can also just simply sing. We need not do much penance today. We cannot perform so many austerities today. But remember, Goda Devi is your mother. Always with Ranganatha, she can intercede on our behalf. Approach through her, you got everything done. That's the assurance, we got from her, and that is what our Ramanujacharya Swami did. During 11th century, when Ramanujacharya Swamiji was going through the scriptures, he happened to sing the songs of Goda Devi also, in which he found that Goda Devi promised to offer certain things to the Lord Sundarbahu Swami, but history didn't say that she really fulfilled her desire in offering that to him. Then Ramanujacharya Swami went to Tirumala Rinsole, offered the 1,000 parts of payasam, went to Srivilliputturu and informed mother, saying, I fulfilled your desire, my mother. And then it seems the Archamurti of Goda Devi was really felt happy and called Ramanujacharya Swami as Anna. Oh my divine brother. That's how Goda Devi embraced Ramanuja as her brother. Thus Ramanujacharya became Goda Agrajaha, and Goda Devi also became Itiraja Sahodari, the sister of Ramanuja. Ramanujacharya Swamiji started, showing a path to us to offer that payasam to the Lord on behalf of Goda Devi. And so our senior GS Swamiji, our Padajir Swamiji also did the same thing. And we are also just following the similar thing. And we are also just offering the payasam to the Lord today on behalf of Goda Devi. That means we are also becoming the followers of Ramanuja. Thus we are also making Goda Devi as our sister. She also accepts us as her siblings. How blessed are we? How great we are in joining the family of Goda Devi, and we are becoming her children. And she gave us beautiful milk to drink to nurture our knowledge. That is Tirupavai and Acharya Tirumuri. We on this sacred day remember Goda Devi and believe what she said is true and accept the deity as our soul savior, and that's all we have done. Let us chant a sloka in praise of Goda Devi as on what day she appeared and how she appeared and why. This is Karkataka, the month according to the solar calendar, and this is of course Shravana month according to the lunar calendar, the third day of the Shravana month, very auspicious day. So let us sing the Taniyan of Goda Devi. We will say it once and let's all repeat it. Karkate Purva Falgunyam Tulasi Kananodbhavam Pandye Viswambharam Godam Vande Sri Ranganayakim. And let us also sing the three great activities Goda Devi done as her Nitya Taniyan.
All callers are muted and they can unmute themselves.
The first activity she did was waking up the Lord himself and turning him towards us, because he was adamant in seeing us, because we are so arrogant. But she taught him good lessons and made him to look at us. So Neela Devi put him in sleep, whereas Goda Devi woke him up from sleep. How great Goda Devi is. So that is, waking up Krishna is one activity she did. No others can do. Teaching the Lord himself about the nature of the soul and about his own nature too. This second great activity Goda Devi only did. And the third activity is she compelled him to save us, binding him in the garland which she wore first and dropped it. This is the third help, great activity she did, for which a great Acharya, the great disciple of Ramanuja Swami called Parasara Bhatta Swami, said, I have to prostrate before you, my mom, and I don't know how many times I can do this, but it is my dedication making me to bow before you, and innumerable times I bow before you. Let us chant that sloka also, most of us must be knowing. Neela Tungastanagiri Tati Suptamudbodhya Krishnam Pararthyam Swam.
All callers are
Shruti Seta Sira Siddham Adhyapayanti Svodhishtayam Sraji nigalitam yabalat krutya bhunkte goda tasyai nama idamidam bhuya evastu bhuyaha. That's really nice, it's really great. Here is a beautiful Tamil song which was sung by our great Acharya Manavada Mahamuni in his Upadesha Ratnamalai in the praise of Andal. There are of course 3 songs, but let us chant just one song. You need not repeat it, but simply just you listen this song and just enjoy. Okay.
All callers are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Varavara Muni, the great Manavada Mahamuni said, "Hey my beloved children, this is a great day. This is a great day of Purva Palguni star, Tiruvadipuram. You know why? It's because for us, for our benefit, our beloved mother Goda Devi appeared on this earth. You know how? She was of course with the Lord always, but not carrying those wells and seeing the disastrous state we are in, she came down all the way to save us from these mundane jars of the samsara. That is a beautiful song in Tamil. Here is the song. Inno Tiruvadipuram Yamakagavanno Ingandal Avatarittal Kundrada Vadvana Vaikundavan Ogantanai Gandu Alvar Tirumagalarai. He said, she chose to be the daughter of Periyalvar just for our sake. She really did not need that. She really is not in need of any favor like that. But she accepted that form just for our sake, to save us from this world. How blessed we are. So this day itself is a sacred day. It's a great day for all of us. We offer our Mangala Sasnams to you all for choosing this time, for squeezing this time from your schedule, which is very tight because it's a working day today for all of you, and joining this wonderful occasion. Let Goda Devi bless us all. Let Andal shower her divine grace on all of us always. Jai Srimanarayan to you all.